morning. Welcome to day 14 of True to Fleece. We are opening up day 8 of the World of Wool Advent Calendar. This one is called Oh Dear, and the packaging, I'm not sure if it's hinting at anything, but it's like a champagne bottle coming out with a spruce tree. I want to say spruce. Pine, maybe. Some cranberries, some other, I think that's maybe a sprig of rosemary, pine cone. So I'm generally not sure how today's is going to look. It is a breakdown of 80% merino silk. No, merino silk. I am still waking up. I did not want to get out of bed this morning. 80% merino wool and 20% tussa silk. Oh Dear is a playful nod to a festive icon that once brought a little fizz and sparkle to the holiday season. The baby sham deer, with its wide eyes, dainty hooves, and charming little mascot, trotted onto the scene in the 1950s and quickly became a symbol of celebration, especially at Christmas time. Pause to read. So, let's get this open, shall we? It is coming up for 20 to 9, so I do have work to get upstairs and log on for. So as always, you guys get first look. Okay, this is not what I was expecting, and I don't hate it. Oh, this is going to be a fun spin. Let's see. If we get the light to hit it right, it might actually show true. That's really lovely. I actually really like that blue. And then the white is the tussa silk. Yeah, that's really nice. Now to try and get this broken into 3. Drink my tea, put my glasses on, eat something, take painkillers, and go start work. And then we will spin this on my lunch break. I thought we were going to have an issue there because my scales wouldn't turn on. Just turns out they need new batteries. Which, fair. Like, these batteries have been in here since I got this, and I've had this scale for years. Okay, let's try that again, shall we? Did I put them in the wrong way? Because now it's just not turning on. No, definitely that way. Which means that one is definitely that way. Uh-oh. I think my wee scales have officially decided not to work. Oh no. None. I put 2 brand new batteries in. Well, that's going to cause a problem. I might be able to use my kitchen skills. Should we go into the kitchen and find out? Okay, let's see if this works. I got 15 grams. See, this is the thing, it's not going to give me my point anything. 18. 17. Oh, this is not going to go well today. Right, so this one was 18, wasn't it? 19. Nope, 18 again. So definitely some of this needs to come off and go into the first bundle. And was it this one that was 18? So that one's 17. So if I can get one off the 19 to go into the 15, we could maybe try and get these as close to 17 as we can. So let me put the 15 one in, and let's try and break off a wee piece from this one. So that's 16. One wee bit more. Okay, right, let's check the weight of the one we're removing from. This was 19. So that's now coming in at 17. So I've got 2 at 17 and 1 at only 16. Or apparently not. This one is now coming in at 17. So 17, I'm going to put that bundle right there. 17, I'm going to put that bundle right there. And then, okay, apparently all my bundles are 17. Maybe when you've got a point, like a decimal point part in it, it makes it harder. Because this was a lot easier. Okay, let's go. Hello, checking in. I'm just about to take the Blame the Dog off the Niddy Noddy. I am curious to see if there's extra... Oh, there's extra twist in this one. It has twisted down at the bottom here, as you can see. That's interesting. I find it really interesting the way some are coming off with extra twist in them, and then some are coming off fine, and then later on they're getting a bit of twist. So that is Blame the Dog, and then I am going to get Boil and Mash and Stick in a Stew onto the Niddy Noddy. Let's see if I can just turn this around and pop you back. And just to say, yes, I am an outfit repeater, especially considering I only had this top on for 2 hours yesterday. So don't think me gross. I'm being economical. But yeah, today has been another hot day here. We haven't so far, according to like the Met Office and stuff, we haven't gone over 30 degrees, but I don't know how much I believe that, because it definitely feels a lot warmer. But personally, not coping very well with this heat. I was not made for heat like this. People pay really good money to go places and experience this type of weather. I would pay good money for it to be at least 10 degrees. Not even 10 degrees cooler, because 10 degrees cooler right now would be 16 degrees, and I don't think that would be cool enough for me right now. I need like 10 degrees. But that's me personally. So the plan is, now that I'm finished work and I've got a wee bit of time to myself, to try and get the 3 bobbins spun up. It is coming up for 3:30. Scott finishes work at 5, and we are at the end. Let's see if I can get this off the leader. There we go. Scott finishes work at 5. Like I say, it's 3:30. I can get the yarn spun in half an hour. Like I actually can get the full 50 grams spun in half an hour. I just don't want to rush it. but I also would like to move on to crochet. So if you have a look on the arm of my sofa at the moment, you'll see I'm doing the squares again. If for those that don't watch the podcast, I'm doing 3 different squares. I'm doing the Wind in the Willows square, I am doing a granny square, and then I am doing a Battenberg square. Let me see if I can secure this. And a Battenberg square. And I'm just doing that in acrylic, just whatever acrylic I have. I'm just doing that for a bunch of squares, and then eventually they will get put together into a blanket. And I'm hoping that they will be donations, like charity donation blankets, whether that's for the Beatson Cancer Centre or for just any hospital. I just know that you can't really give crochet to the baby wards because babies can get their little fingers and toes and stuff caught. So that's the only place I don't think I could donate them. Try to catch this leader. Right, time to prepare my fibre and start spinning. So the only downside to it being so warm and trying to spin and like prep fibre is that I do have the fan on, and it kind of blows my fibre around a wee bit, which I don't want, obviously, but I cannot just sit in this heat. Oh, fibre's gone from my nose. So all I'm doing is pulling the fibre apart, making the selection a little bit smaller. Oh my goodness, it's just going straight for my nose. And then it's finding somewhere that I can put it safely without it blowing in the fan, getting caught up with other things. The fibre is really easy. Like if I lift up a bundle, you can see already like it's not always separating the smoothest, and then it can come undone really easily. So trying to find somewhere that the fan won't necessarily get it, but it is within reach, so I can just grab and go. Right, let's get this first bundle spun up. Just checking in, I have actually just finished the 3rd bobbin, just getting it off the wheel. And I think I'm just going to go straight into plying the 3 of them together so that today is done. The yarns are looking so nice, and this was a really pleasant spin, but I will admit this fibre has been going for my nose something awful. Some of the other ones like have been a bit not irritating, like it's really not been that bad, but this one is like essentially the words I want to use are shedding, like it's shedding really bad. So yeah, I kind of just want to get this spun up, out of the way, move on, and that's a shame because it really has been such a lovely fibre to work with. Again, it's just it is shedding. The fibre is shedding, and it is causing me some irritation. And I know if Scott gets home and I'm still working with this and I have the fan on, it's going to irritate him too. So I really want to get this plied up and have this one done. And that feels really good, having one done in a day, but that's not a necessity for me. Like I want to take things slow. I don't want to overdo it. And I'm getting a wee bit of a niggle in my thumb. It's kind of been like, oh, we're not quite happy. So I don't really need to use it for plying. I think it's just like the pinching motion when I'm drafting. So I don't do that too much when I'm plying. I say that, I'm now thinking about it, like actually yeah I do. So I'm just going to do it, hope for the best, and then I'm going to spend the rest of the night crocheting. But that's that's not for this video. So yeah, let's see if I can get this plied. It is just almost 5 p.m. So I will probably still be playing when Scott gets home. Normally only takes him about 20 minutes to get in from his mum's. So yeah, let's see how well the plying goes. I have successfully finished the ply for today. Actually really happy with it. It will look better in like daylight and stuff like that. But given the heat, I ain't opening those curtains because we are pretty much south facing and the sun will be further around to the side, but it's just not happening. So ply is done for the day. So I got the full thing done, split out into 3, spun up onto 3 different bobbins, and then plied. It looks really good. This might be my most consistent spin so far, and I'm really happy about that. There's like the tiniest bit towards the end there that ended up being a 2-ply, and then this is my leftover from the 3rd bobbin. So all in all, I'm really happy with this spin. I'm going to have 3 to soak this weekend at least, and we will see how tomorrow goes. But for now, thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed and you'll continue along on this journey with me. So yeah, another day done. Bye.